turn myself into a pickle, Morty!
He turns himself into a pickle! That must be his quirk! He's called Pickle Rick! Funniest shit I've ever seen!
I'm Pickle Rick!
What is a glass cannon?
You know this character. The one who wins the fight and then immediately needs a hospital, a nap, and possibly a priest. The kind of character whose victory pose doubles as a medical emergency. Today we're talking about glass cannons, and why anime's favorite way to make a character powerful is to also make them a walking liability to themselves.
The term actually comes from tabletop games and RPGs, where it just means a character with huge attack power and basically no defense. Glass to break, cannon to fire. Simple. Balanced. Boring, honestly. Anime looked at that idea, thought, cute, and then decided the defense stat shouldn't just be low. It should actively be under attack from the character's own body. The offense is the injury. That's the twist we're here for.
Exhibit A, obviously, Izuku Midoriya. One for All is, structurally, a perfectly good superpower, until you remember Deku's body was not built to hold it. Early on, using One for All at full strength shatters bones in whatever limb he swings. Not hurts a little, shatters. He eventually figures out Full Cowl, spreading the power out so it stops turning his arm into confetti, but even then, pushing past his safe percentage still tears him up. Recovery Girl has personally healed this man so many times she should get a loyalty punch card. Free kiss on visit 10.
If Deku's version of a glass cannon is ouch, Mike Guy's version is goodbye. Guy's 8 gates work by removing the brain's built-in safety limiter on how much of the body's power you're allowed to use at once. And the 8th one, appropriately called the Gate of Death, unlocks strength that can go toe-to-toe with Madara Uchiha, at the modest cost of also killing him. Guy only survives because Naruto intervenes, and he still ends up permanently unable to walk. Somewhere out there is the single most extreme retirement plan in fiction. Become strong enough to fight a god for 6 minutes, spend the rest of your life in a wheelchair.
And then there's Escanor, who takes the concept and turns it into a whole personality. His power, sunshine, scales with the actual sun, weak and anxious at night, and by noon, arguably the single strongest fighter in his entire series. Great deal, right up until you learn that constant exposure to his own power is quietly cooking his organs the entire time. He's not just powerful and fragile, he's on a built-in timer, and everybody in-universe just sort of has to pretend not to notice. By the end of the story, he pushes his power past its limit to protect his friends, and it finally does what it had always been quietly doing in the background. It kills him. Comedy option throughout most of the show, tragedy by the finale. Anime doesn't do subtle.
Quick speed round, because there are too many of these to fully unpack in one video. Gon Freecss from Hunter x Hunter makes a Nen vow that instantly ages him into a fully grown adult with power close to the strongest being in the series. And the price isn't his health, it's his future. He burns through essentially every ounce of growth he would have ever had as a fighter in one shot against one target, no refunds. And Ichigo Kurosaki's final Getsuga Tensho turns him into a black-bladed, city block-clearing apocalypse for about a minute. And the instant the fight's over, it permanently deletes every Soul Reaper power he has. Different flavor of the same joke anime keeps making, the receipt for that last attack always comes due, and it's never paid in money.
So why do writers keep doing this to their strongest characters? Because a fair fight isn't actually that interesting. But a fight where winning might cost the hero their own arm, their own legs, or their own life absolutely is. It's the anime equivalent of redlining an engine that was never built to go that fast. Thrilling to watch, terrible for the engine, and somehow still what everybody in the garage wants to see happen.
That's glass cannons. Anime's favorite way of asking, what if the strongest attack in the room and the worst injury in the room were the exact same attack? Who's your favorite glass cannon we didn't cover? Drop them in the comments, and we'll see you in the next one.